Hey everybody, what is up? It is Link coming at you with some community gameplay. And this will be on a Sunday because I missed Saturday and Friday. Mostly because Friday I had to do something with the family, and Saturday I went and seen Avengers around the time I record. Well, it's a good movie. I'll give it that. Actually, let me just relock the camera on Riven. It's a really good movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Everyone got the perfect amount of screen time. They didn't show a lot of the Hulk, though, which was kind of disappointing. Well, let's get to this gameplay. This gameplay is a community gameplay. You can send me a gameplay in on any day, send me a link to it, or just maybe tell me exactly what happens in a description, tell me your score, and if I say yes, send me the file, and I will commentate over it on a weekend. This will normally be my Saturday video, the weekdays will be my normal videos, and Sunday is my day off. But today I decided, hey, I didn't give you guys videos on Friday and Saturday, let's give them a nice video. This video is of someone named Zergling2010. You've seen him in my last two videos actually. He's one of my friends that I play with. He has about 700 wins, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't check before the video, but he's very good at League of Legends, and I've actually learned quite a bit from his Riven gameplay. I just recently bought Riven and played a game with her before the game, and she seems pretty fun. But I did buy her with RP because I don't have the IP right now, because my IP is going into runes, so that I can give you guys better content. Which also leads me into another thing with the community is my referral link. It's always going to be in the description, and it's always going to be there, so you guys can add me, or not add me, you guys can use that, give me extra IP, and give me extra RP, so I can have champions, I can have new skins, I can show off some of the new content as it comes out, without it actually affecting my own pocketbook. Okay, without further ado, there was a beginning gank with Kennen, not really much, it was just Kennen being kind of oblivious, and didn't run away at the right time. They have a jungle gangplank, a redeemed Riven, which I honestly do like the skin. Their mid is an Annie, and their bot is a Janna and a Graves. Up top, they are going after Kennen, landing her Q, knocking him up, and doing some nice damage. He is able to get away as he pops what looks like exhaust. I thought I seen a ghost, but he pops his exhaust on Riven, slowing them down just so much, but Gangplank could have gotten in there with his pistol and land a nice hit. Riven already level 2, Kennen pushed out a lane and already died once, Riven with first blood. That's pretty much GG. In the game that you'll actually see on Monday, I'm going to actually have that as my Riven gameplay. I forgot I even had low replay on, so it recorded it, so I'm kind of happy about that. Not much to really talk about in this lane, although you will see Riven playing very aggressively with this Kennen. Every time this Kennen is close to a couple minions, she will go in there with her Q, her broken wings, and do some nice damage. Although she is going to return at a low level, so she can pick up for her Madrid Blood Razors, which extra attack damage and armor, very good choice. And after this, she's going to sit and spawn for a few seconds and get up enough money for another health pot. Mid, you have two champions that actually, their skill shots are skill shots, but they can't affect minions. His go over minions, and hers is a target on ability, along with a conal effect. Those two champions actually kind of contrast pretty well together. I have to just say that those two are going to have a nice fight, especially if Annie keeps last hitting with their new updated Q. But the only thing that I could see as a flaw is she could summon Tibbers while he is in his CC'd mode and cause some damage. Down bot, Fiora getting out of position, Graves picking her up with Buckshot, Janna running away, and Volibear now out of position using his, I don't know, I've never played him. I'm just Ferocious Charge, maybe? That's what I just read. To get away. Volibear is hard to lane against because it's passive, and if he comes with health pots, it's going to be even worse. Oh, it already got popped. Okay, we're going to go back up top and speed this up just a tad, so you can see how this Riven plays. They play really quite well throughout this game. I've seen this about 2 times, so I don't lose too much of the thought process behind what happened. Trying to keep all the information fresh in my head. Now, as you see, that Lee Sin was down there just trying to gank, and he comes up top pretty soon once this Riven starts to push again. Now, the thing about Riven is she is she's not even an energy champ. She's like a Garen, no real mana, just pretty simple. It's weird. Doesn't matter. Anyway, doing some nice damage going out there. Staying out, doing some nice damage to Kennen and pushing him all the way out of his lane. But Xerath right there, using his ultimate, doing some damage to Riven. Riven using her E to shield herself and get away. So this is actually an AD Kennen. I've never really seen one because I always play AP Kennen. Honestly, AP Kennen is best Kennen because he might be a little bit squishy, but later game he is pretty much a carry. Even if he's shut down, all he has to do is get a little bit of CS late game and he's good. Lee Sin being found in the bush down bot, then picking up a gangplank, and Riven forcing herself to go back, but picking up a Lee Sin in the process. Annie missing from bot, or from mid, going after the Kennen, popping Tibber, stunning, and quickly picking up with Pyromancer. Maybe. Forgot the name of her Q. Down bot being very aggressive, attacking the turret and using Janna's shield to shield him from the turret shots so that they can get a little bit extra damage out before they have to go. Gangplank doing very well with his jungling, picking up Drids and all that. Riven up top being, I think, the highest level is probably Annie. I can't see the experience bar, and I don't trust low replay to tell me the right experience. Down bot, Fiora coming in using her ulti, picking up Graves, after Graves gets aggressive and tries picking up a Volibear. But we are going to go back up top because Lee Sin is trying to gank Riven yet again. Riven uses her Wriggle's Lantern, which she just recently picked up, to ward her own bush so that she doesn't really have to worry about it. Although she is going down into the bush, finding a Xerath, just going right past him after he steals their blue and going right back to lane. So she's playing very aggressively, using her Q whenever she can to do some damage to him. Now I don't understand this. Earlier, I'm not sure. Maybe it was a glitch when I checked it. But I thought I could see the rune pages. I mean, there's life steals from this, so I'm not sure. I'll have to check back later. Still speeding up. Not much happening. No real team fights. Those two going top, trying to pick up Gangplank. All four of them managed to pick up Gangplank, but Graves and Janna managed to push their lane back. Annie undecisive of what to do next, while they're still trading shots, trying to pick up a kill desperately. Kennen missing, and Annie trying to push her lane back. Now going in after that kill, he uses his ultimate to try to do some damage. She uses her ultimate and lands it, and gives even more damage as she quickly heals herself back up because of her Wriggle's Lantern. Now she is pushing turret, not much to do. Although Lee Sin does come down trying to defend the turret. Not much to say here. Kennen now porting back in. And Riven going into their jungle to see if they can see. They cannot find him. But they do see him right there. Gangplank goes in, tries and slows him with the Grog Soak Blade. No. Whatever. I don't know the name of it. Although Riven out of position, landing a quick Lee Sin. Graves coming in using Buckshot at the bottom, that is, killing Volibear, and up top Xerath being destroyed by everyone, and I think died to a basic by Gangplank. We're already about halfway done with this game, which is kind of sad because it is quite a good gameplay, and I did not like seeing this become a surrender, which, as you can probably guess, is what's going to happen by the scores. Riven playing very aggressively with her Kennen. Pretty much she controls this lane and Kennen can't say otherwise. Doing a quick turret dive, taking minimal damage. Janna picking up a elixir. And bot turret down, which is always to be expected. Bot should fall first if you have a good AD carry and support. They're just trading shots now, getting a lot of good CS. We're almost at the 20-minute mark where we'll check over people's builds and see what's up. Although someone is missing in action, and it is Fiora. Fiora comes up as the ward dissipates. Just enough time for Riven to see what it is. So, Riven now knowing that there is a Fiora in there, is going to play very passively. Fiora comes out, trying to land trying to see if she can scare her back. Doing a little bit of damage, not really. Although she does leave, and I don't think she comes back. Riven picking up a Hex Drinker, which is very, very good for Riven. And that's about all I can say. She does use her Wriggles Lantern yet again to ward. And puts more points into Valor, which is good because it helps her get away from ganks. And Key Burst is more of a getaway or initiate spell. Landing some nice hits on Kennen, popping her ultimate, popping Ghost, trying to keep the distance. Uses her E to land a hit, and pops her R to land another on Kennen. Kennen now very low after getting hit with the Ignite as well. One thing I don't understand is how come Ghost has a shorter cooldown than Ignite. Fiora coming up from bot, not really a smart idea, because she is kind of low, but Lee Sin is there with her now. Gangplank using his morale, I think. Yes, raise morale. To give him a little bit of room, Kennen lands his ability. Although they quickly do pick up Fiora. Now Riven going in there, doing some nice damage to the Kennen. Kennen now in the bush. Kennen trying to run away, he does. But they are all up here and they are determined to take a tower. Kennen now returning as Graves goes in there, tries landing his ultimate, gets stunned, gets pushed back, lags out, flashes, and dies. They're all pushing turret, and not much the other people are going to say about it. Gangplank right down there, ready to take on whoever comes near. Kennen being the lowest and out of position, pops his ultimate, doing some damage to everyone, but no stuns available. He goes in, Gangplank goes in there doing some nice damage, but getting flipped over by Volibear. Riven running in there, waiting for her ultimate to come off a cooldown, her ultimate off cooldown, everything's off cooldown except for her Q. Although, he does know she's in there, so she comes in with her Q, does some nice damage, pops her ultimate, turns around, uses it, lowers Kennen, and Janna picks him up with her Tornado. Whew. Although, Fiora, under level, coming out. She going to try? She dashes in there, gets hit by the Key Burst, not able to do much. Riven landing some nice hits, popping her ultimate now. But she is going to fall to an Annie cone. Or, crap, the W. I don't know. I haven't played Annie that much. Enemy team now contemplating surrender, but it's not enough yet. They're only, 9 kills ahead. And they fed Riven. Just a little bit. She hasn't died either. Riven actually going back to become more of a threat, and a little bit of idling right now. So I think this is about the time where I lead this focusing on mid, and check everyone's stuff. As you know, the kills are quite significant, 9-9. They have lost no face turrets so far, they've lost 2. And we can see Annie with a Tear of the Goddess, which is quite an interesting pick for an Annie. And a Rabadon's. Graves, not really tanky as he should be. I would have hoped at least 1 Doran's in there, but he does have his Infinity Edge and a Zeal, so he does hit pretty hard. Riven with a typical Riven build. Quite good. Picked up a late Doran's, mostly, I'm guessing, for the health and the damage and the lifesteal. Pretty much everything. Gangplank, I think he's building a Warmogs. That's going to be interesting on a Gangplank. They're going after the blue real quick. I'm not sure if they know he's there or not. No. What are they doing again? Oh, they were just checking. Anyway, Janna having 3 gold over 5 items, already in Oracles, Boots of Ionia, or Boots of Ludicency? Yeah, Ionian Boots of Ludicency. Xerath getting a Rylai's, which is quite interesting. I mean, it will lock up a lot of targets if he does manage to land his R on everyone. Lee Sin, under level and under farmed, with a Wriggles, Merc Treads, and a Health Crystal. We have Volibear with some wards, health pots, a gold over 5. He's really just got junk in his inventory, honestly. I don't see anything that's really going to help him. We have Fiora with a Wriggles, Merc Treads, and a Dagger, and Kennen, who I think is actually their strongest player right now, with a BF Sword, Dagger, Wriggles, and Berserker Greaves. Okay. So, we see up top that they were going after Kennen. It was pretty much just a long, drawn-out fight from here to here of them just attacking Kennen. I forgot about that happening. In my notes it says it's a 23-minute mark, so... Okay. They are all up top, and I think they contemplate taking this turret, but although Xerath is up there, planted himself in the ground, which isn't the brightest idea when you have Janna, who can charge up her Q and land it, doing some nice damage. Although they do go after them, causing some nice damage. Riven, getting put under a lot of pressure, goes back, comes back in, picks up a cannon, gets pushed back, and goes in yet again. Monsoon not doing much, Janna shielding herself, but they pick up Lee Sin with a mixture of Annie's Q and Riven's R. Now Riven finally back, grabs a Giant's Belt, and sits on about 700 gold. I'm not quite sure how much it is to finish this. She could have sat and spawned, but realized it was just not worth it. Although now she does have the gold, but she is not going to use it. She is going to help in a team fight, which Gangplank pretty much got everyone where they need to be. They're going to go after this Volibear, who flashed over the wall and runs away. Now Riven going after Dragon all by herself after they pick up a blue. Dragon now theirs, Kennen up top farming, and they all want mid turrets. And by that I mean, oh wait, they get Baron? Yes, they do get Baron. And it looks like this is almost the end of the clip. So I can't remember what happens here. Oh, they do come in, they attempt to steal Baron. They do steal Baron, but they are going to regret it as Gangplank ulties them. Fiora tries to escape, but they cannot. Picking up Lee Sin with a massive damage. Going after Volibear, getting hit with a lot of those Graves crits. Hexdrinker now active up top, stopping most of the damage from hitting Riven. Riven really low, stands out there and just gets rid of the ignite with her shield. And they take a mid turret, and I'm pretty sure this is it. So, if you enjoyed the content provided, leave a like. If you want to stay current, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all later.